Joe Fay here, driving across the causeway to South Beach in a beautiful 1982 checker marathon. We are with Jane Muir. Jane you all know from the Facebook group, and here I am. And we are having a little tour of South Beach in Jane's checker. Over the next couple of weeks, we're going to be increasing the blogs that we have on the Facebook group and hopefully the new website as well. And we're going to be doing some personal profiles. And one of the first ones you're going to see is going to be Jane. Jane shared her love for checkers with us this morning. And hopefully we'll get that in the write-up maybe as soon as this weekend. But more videos to follow.
Welcome to Miami. So this is the main drag through Wynwood. To the right, you're going to see into the Wynwood walls. Particularly famous artists have painted those murals, including the painter of the Barack Obama Hope poster.
Yay.
I don't remember his name. To the right is Panther Coffee. This is a real gathering place. And I'll drive you down so you can see some of the beautiful artwork. We have an art walk here every second Saturday of the month.
It's truly amazing, all of this architecture. And it's interesting that the art takes a bland looking building and makes it something special.
Yeah, it really is incredible. Imagine this used to be a bunch of white graffiti covered warehouses, and now it's an art destination. Tourists come and walk around and just look at the work. This is now a sound studio. I've been to a concert there. This part of the neighborhood was always clothiers. And here to your right, there's a very interesting graffiti mural.
It's challenging just to catch it all.
And that, can you imagine that was done with spray paint? How did they do it? It's amazing.
Amazing. This is quite a view from a checker, too.
So Tony Goldman invited all the artists to come in here and paint everything. They changed the local ordinances so graffiti is permitted. Affirmatively. And
Can you imagine the mind that says, I'm going to create a neighborhood and we're going to actually create and make the graffiti attractive?
Well, at first it wasn't anything special, but then real artists started painting. And the graffiti artists have respect for each other, where if something has been painted that is really spectacular, they won't paint over the work. But if the work is something nondescript, then they won't. Look at that, Don Shula.
Yeah. The Don, it says.
He's our guy. We love the
Don
dolphins.
Shula, and we have this steakhouse up the street.
We love the Dolphins. I hope that model that says we're making it to the playoffs this year turns out to be accurate.
Oh, you probably don't want to know I'm a Patriots fan.
Uh-oh. Look at how amazing that is. It's kind of ugly, and I wouldn't want it on my wall, but it's still incredible to think that was done with spray paint. And the tiger over there.
Well, what I'm going to say here for everybody was that was our moment of culture in a checker, looking at the Wynwood neighborhood here in Miami. It's gorgeous. And it looks like they're building. I get the sense now when I look at this that to some extent we were seeing some of this Jackie O and Kennedy and Marilyn Monroe together. Doing some of this we saw at the Checker Convention up in Brooklyn, where it appeared that there was some buildings that had this graffiti art in the neighborhood we were in. Clearly not on this scale or level. And this section of town was probably, I'm guessing, first built in the early 60s or late 50s, just judging by the architecture.
To the right is an incubator that's called the Lab, and the light box is a sort of theater. They have seminars there and little shows. And then here's the Lab Miami, very cool co-working space.
Well, when you say a lab, what do you mean? Like, that's not a laboratory, or it's a space where like-minded people get together and hang out, or are they actually performing work, or?
They call it a co-working space or a shared workspace.
Okay, so it's like a loft that people rent.
It's just one big room.
Okay.
And the name of the place is the Lab, the
Okay.
Lab Miami, and it's intended to allow people to share ideas and work together. And
for those who can see here, the Checker is about to get squashed by a Freightliner. Checkers typically have an advantage, but in this case, I think the Freightliner would win.
so you can see in the window people are sitting at desks and working, and you can buy a membership to the space and just go there and work.
Oh yeah, I can see. Yeah.
And they have a treadmill desk and little things like that.
Treadmill desk is probably something Checker owners have never
I had one.
used.
I did, I tried
You're probably the only one who ever has.
Well, I thought to myself, gee, I can work and get in shape at the same time. That sounds like a win-win. But it wasn't for me. I discovered I couldn't walk and work. Isn't that pretty?
Look at that. And there's obviously art galleries here too.
Mm-hmm. Yes, the gallery space has become very expensive. My friends who are artists have moved out of Wynwood because it's just so expensive.
It's an old diner up here. I love the neon
it's a
light.
brand new diner.
It's a brand new diner with a retro look to it,
Right.
and neon lights up front.
I went last week and they hadn't opened yet. They were still hiring servers.
What street is this? This
This is Northwest 2nd
on
Avenue.
2nd Avenue, so it's parallel to Biscayne, isn't it?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, well that's pretty much
Thank
the
you
best of it.
for showing us this. Is Amy Weintraub.
Or Winehouse.
Winehouse, I mean. All
The
right.
zigzag building over there, that's the Wynwood building. I'll take you by that. That's a nice spot.
Oh yeah, that's interesting. Now that looks almost like that camouflage that was created during World War II. They would paint battleships like this, and in the ocean that would actually be hidden.
Well,
Which defies logic.
it's full of furniture stores and design studios, and there's a film company in there that does kind of promotional videos.
And it also appears that there are a lot of tourists now coming here just to see the buildings.
Yes, and the art. This is our homegrown street art culture.
Maybe we could do your car up like one of these buildings. Would you like
Oh,
that?
sure. As long as it's temporary.
Checker Marathon painted like the zigzag building. That would be interesting. Oh, well, okay, let's wrap this up.